Okay, the concept, whatever you are studying in your books, I will take out those concepts, I will precise them, and I will implant those into your brain, into your feeling. Do you know that 1500 miles of airways running inside our body, into our lungs, into our respiratory system? If you see the our lungs, both the lungs are made up of near about 300 to 500 millions of bunch of grapes or small tiny balloon like structure. They are called alveoli. They are called alveoli. Now if you stretch out the area of alveoli, it will be similar to 100 meters square, that is equal to a tennis court. So in order to increase, what is the function of alveoli? To do the gaseous exchange. So in order to exchange, the more the surface area, more it will intake, and it will allow gaseous exchange. It will allow diffusion. More the surface area, more the diffusion. Less the surface area, less the diffusion. Now listen this. Air is entering into our body through external nostril. From external nostril through nasal passage, it is taking entry into the internal nostril. From internal nostril, it's taking into nasopharynx, the first part of pharynx, the nasal part of the pharynx. Then through nasopharynx, the air take entry into the oral part of pharynx, and there is a junction between nasopharynx and oropharynx. Now they combine together to form the laryngeal part of pharynx or laryngopharynx. Here is the end of pharynx, and here air will start a new journey through the windpipe. So then the beginning of the windpipe will get larynx, but there is a small pore slit opening through between laryngopharynx and larynx, that is called glottis. From the ventral side, glottis is can be closed by a flap called epiglottis. Now from this larynx, air take entry into the windpipe or trachea near to the fifth vertebral bone gets bifurcated from a Y-shaped fork. That is called primary bronchi. Now this primary bronchi will take entry into the lungs, left and right lungs. Our left lung is bilobe, whereas our right lung is trilobe. So 2 left secondary bronchi, and there will be 3 right secondary bronchi. Now this secondary bronchi again gets divided into tertiary bronchi, and here this is the end of journey of bronchi, and it get narrowed down. To form bronchioles. The starting bronchioles are called initial bronchioles. Now initial bronchioles further subdivided into 20 to 25 times more to form conducting bronchioles. Now conducting bronchioles come to its end through terminal bronchioles. And up to terminal bronchiole, air end its journey, or our carrier part of respiratory airway stops its journey. So this portion is called conduction zone. There is no diffusion of oxygen, no diffusion of carbon dioxide. Now our respiratory tract, our respiratory airways will start diffusing in and diffusing out those gases. It will start from the respiratory bronchioles. They are devoid of cartilage. Now respiratory bronchioles ends them with alveolar duct. Each alveolar duct is connected to six miniature balloon-like structure called alveoli in singular form, and alveolus in singular form, and alveoli as plural form. So it ends with alveoli. It looks like grape bunch or bunch of balloons. So this part is through alveolar duct and ends with alveoli, which is surrounded by alveolar capillaries. This zone is called exchange zone. There will be exclusive exchange of oxygen. Our blood will welcome oxygen. Our blood will eliminate out carbon dioxide. This zone is called exchange zone. Now it's implanted into your feeling, it's implanted into your brain. Thank you. Now look at this. Look inside this packet. You will be seeing the water droplets, and this is a proof that while air is traveling through respiratory tract, our respiratory tract is humidifying the air to adjust with body temperature.